like to welcome everybody to Destrehan High School for today's very joyous occasion of the 2023 fall signing class. As you can tell, we have a very impressive class that we're putting out here again in Destrehan High School. That's a big nod to the programs we have here at Destrehan, the school system we have here in St. Charles Parish. My name is George McGovern. I'm one of the athletic directors here, along with Mr. Jasper Burnett and Mr. Paul Waggis back in the back. And really today is about these guys up here and the accomplishments that they've had and what they've done in their careers and the opportunities that it's going to afford them in the future. And we're all very excited to see what they do at the next level. But to start things off, I'd like to introduce our principal, Mr. Jason Modair, with a few remarks.
All of y'all do realize the cameras are here for me, right? Got nothing to do with it? No, I'm just kidding. So good afternoon, guys, superintendent, board members, central office personnel, Destrehan staff, our athletes, parents, families, teammates, and friends. With me saying all that, you can tell it takes many people to get where we are today. I want to welcome you, as Coach McGovern did, to the Destrehan High School fall signing, which is an event that we do twice a year, so there's more to come. This is our first group. As you can look across this alumni room, you see several of our students, athletes, that use sports and the love that they love for it, that the love they have for it, to combine for opportunities to allow them to pursue the dreams at the next levels. Today we have two sports represented, football and Destrehan High School's first state champion swimmer, with the possibilities of several others to sign later on in the spring. Parents, you probably don't hear this enough. I want to first thank you for all that you've done to be constant support, the car rides, the alarm clock, the long days and nights to help mold our students, athletes into the young men they've become. Thank you for not only being parents to your son, but also guiding them through those tough days, making academics a priority, and being the #1 fans every time they competed and in life in general. Coaches, y'all don't get a credit enough. Thank you for the countless hours you put in. Until you do it, nobody knows how many hours you put in. For having the big picture for our athletes to continue, you'll use your love of the game as a motivation, which is directly passed on to your players. Thank you for your dedication, because as I said before, until you do it, no one has idea how many hours you put in. Athletes, thank you for the things you have done for your teammates, Destrehan High School. With all these things you have done here, you stood out to your future coaches, which is not an easy task. And they believe you would do the same for their programs in the fall. All we want as coaches, teachers, and administrations for you to be successful in all aspects of life and to have opportunities in the future. Due to your hard work and dedication on and off the field, which is very important, you have created for yourself an opportunity that should not be taken lightly. You have set yourselves up on a path to achieve things that most students, athletes only wish they can do. My hopes are that the lessons you learn through athletics, the classroom, and as I always say, the halls of Destrehan High School will follow you on your next journey, called your future. Remember, what you have done here, all of you have made your mark. The future is yours. Take advantage of every opportunity you have. Once again, do not take it lightly. Learn from all the tough situations you encounter. Take action and always outwork everyone around you. It doesn't need to be said, but I'm going to say it just like I said last year. It's not going to always come easy, but you have the abilities and talents that many wish they had to make it happen. So take advantage of it, dedicate yourself, and make all of us proud as you move on to represent yourself, your family, and selfishly, Destrehan High School. And remember, each of you are carrying on a tradition that will never graduate. You are another fighting Wildcat that has made your mark and left it at Destrehan High School. And students, I'd like to make Destrehan the special place it is because of kids like you. Good luck. Put everything you have into it. And congratulations.
All right, this time I'd like to welcome up one of our football coaches, Coach Greg Boyne.
Thank you. I'm going to have kind of a dual role. I'm going to speak on behalf of the coaching staff, and then Coach Scott also sent our 4 guys a message. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here. You guys, since the day you've walked in, and some of you even before you got here, you've heard us use the term the program. You play for the program. Nothing is bigger than the program. It's all about the program. But what's cool about today, it is still about the program, but it's also about you each individually, what you've accomplished both on and off the field. To me, it kind of seems like yesterday y'all was sitting on the weight room floor, little big-eyed freshmen, listening to Coach Taffy tell you, I don't know how you guys are going to make it in society. I really don't. And he still does that every day to every kid. But, I can kind of picture y'all sitting there and not sure what he meant. And now you're about to go out and become a huge member of society. And that's a pretty powerful thing. And again, it's a credit to you and the program. Last night, I kind of thought about the differences in personalities of our four guys. Shane and Jace are more quiet, introverted guys. To Shane, that's a sentence. You got to know the situation, but a head nod is a sentence. He would come sit in the office sometimes on game day, and I'd be printing out a script or getting ready for the game, and I'd forget he was up there. And sorry about that, Shane. You good? I'm good. See that? So you got to know. Sometimes it's a sideways, sometimes it's a nod. He's got his own. He doesn't say a lot. He kind of, his example, lead by example more than lead by being out loud. And Jace is very similar. Then you have Anthony and Kalaj, who, if y'all know them, they're not very quiet at all. Anthony probably daily, maybe 4 to 5 times a day. Coach, when do you give me the ball? Coach, when do you put me at running back? Coach, am I playing receiver this week? Coach, you got my package for me? And Kalaj would actually play tight end. So it's just interesting, different personalities, and each their own individual, on and off the field. And they do have a lot in common. They're all hard workers, great kids, determined. None of them perfect, but none of us would want to be judged by how we were at 17 and 18-year-old young men either. But they accomplished. They had a goal, and we have some of our former players. I think that's awesome that they came back that also accomplished that goal. It's like Coach Madat says. Tradition never graduates. They carry it on. They had a goal. They set their goal, and they reached it. So on behalf of all the coaches in here and the guys who weren't able to make it, and the program, I want to say thank you. We appreciate everything you did, again, on and off the field, to contribute to the success and then your own individual success. So now I'm going to follow that up. I have a rather lengthy text message from Coach Scott. I had to print it because it was too small for me to read. So, all right, first of all, I would like to thank all the media members, district personnel, family members, DHS administration, and most of all, other members of the 2023 football team. Anytime we achieve individual success, we must remember how many people contributed to that success, and we can never forget the people who have been here from the beginning. So Anthony, Kalaj, Jace, and Shane, please make sure you thank your parents, your rec football coaches, teachers, coaches, and your teammates, because you are expected to go out into this world and represent Fighting Wildcats all over the country the right way. In closing, the season didn't end the way we wanted it to, but take a second to reflect on what this senior class has accomplished. An overall record in 4 years of 47 wins and 4 losses. 1 regular season loss in 4 years, and that was actually their first game their freshman year. Toto will tell you he wasn't on varsity his freshman year. It's still something that bothers him. Really, really, really. Shane and Anthony were, but he talks about it. 4 consecutive district titles, and I'm not saying he's wrong. Playoff history in 4 years, 1 quarterfinal appearance, 2 semifinal appearances, and of course, 1 state championship. We love you and appreciate all of your contributions and sacrifices that you have made to DHS High School as a whole, and specifically to the DHS football program. Thank you, Coach Scott.
Thank you, Coach Boyne. And now at this time, our head swim coach, Mr. Scott Rigby.
Colin, we just let football go first. We give them a head start because we know that you'd pass them up anyway. They like to tell me on a regular basis that they wish they'd have joined the swim team because they could have definitely kept up with Colin. The baseball team likes to say that they would have beat him every time. But I've challenged them more than once that I'm pretty sure that Colin by himself could beat the entire varsity football team in a relay. Nobody's taking me up on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what would happen. So there's a saying, there's a saying that hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. And I take that a step further, but when great talent works hard, you better watch out. Colin is a brilliant example of what happens when great talent works hard. He's got a strong work ethic. He's a dedicated student, 3.5 grade point average. He's a focused athlete, putting countless hours in the pool at practice, not just for his high school team, his year-round team. He's working out every single day, sometimes 2 a day before and after school in Baton Rouge. We've seen him develop into a powerful competitor during these 4 years that he's been a Wildcat. He's garnered district championships, metro championships. He holds the DHS school record in 6 of the 8 individual swimming events. And this season, for the first time in 20 years, DHS has a swimming state champion. He accomplished a first place finish at the state championship meet in 200 individual medley and 100 breast. And he's been coming to DHS swim meets since he's 5 years old. His mom's been dragging him to swim meets since he was a little bitty. So I've had the privilege to see him grow as a swimmer, as a student, and as a person. You have made your school proud. You've made your team proud. You've made your coach proud. You make your mom proud. And I know that you will continue to be a great representative of what it means to be a DHS Fighting Wildcat. Congratulations.
At this time, we're going to give each of our signees an opportunity to introduce themselves and then officially announce, obviously, where they're going to sign at to future endeavors. So,
first, I want to thank God, family. I'm Shane Lee. First, I want to thank God, family, coaches, team. You know, been down with these boys since I was little, 5 years old. I've been going at it. And other than that, I'll be signing to Nicholls State University.
I'm sorry about the balloon. Them balloons that don't like you. There you go.
Anthony Robinson. I'd like to thank God for the opportunity that He's given me throughout my life. And I'd like to thank my parents, my family, and my coaches for pushing me to be my best. And with that being said, I'll be attending at Old Miss University. How y'all doing, everybody? Elijah Calvin. I'm not gonna let this slide.
Oh, no, we know.
Coach Bond, if you know I'm on the varsity, so why you come get me? Mr. Rigby, you could get a tub of water, you could go swim right now. Anyways, these 4 years in high school has been a blessing. I learned a lot of things throughout these 4 years. And I look at Destrehan more than just a football team. It's an actual program. Like, from the training staff, learning stuff with them, building a brotherhood with these guys, and et cetera, a lot of things. But I'm just blessed to be here and be signed into the Destrehan High School, man. And it's really an honor and a privilege to do this. Most students don't do this, so God, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Within the next 3 to 4 years, I will be signing to LSU.
My name is Jason Mitchell. First, I want to thank God, my teammates, my coaches, like all the staff members, helped me get to where I am today. And with that being said, I'll be attending Tulane University.
My name is Colin Canterbury. I would first like to thank my mom, who's in the front row, some of my friends in the back who pushed me every day in class, and some of my friends that weren't able to attend today that pushed me in the pool. I also like to deck all the time, and for the next 4 years, I'll be attending Henderson State University.
Guys, thank you very much. One more big round of applause for your 2023 fall signing class at Destrehan High School.
Write a story.
It's a blessing, definitely. I want to thank my mom, my dad, the man above put me through the situation, guided me through.
It's like a great relief almost. It's like once I didn't know where I was going, it was like a weight, but once I figured it out and signed, it was like that weight was almost removed from my chest.
You could talk about the athletic side of it, and that is very impressive what they've all been able to accomplish. But the people that they are, the character that they have, the students that they are is what we're most proud of and what they should be most proud of. That they were able to balance both being, great athletes on the field, but also being productive students, great kids for their parents, and great role models for the kids in our parish to watch and see on Friday nights, and in the swimming pool on Saturdays and on weekdays, with college.
I chose Nickel because they really have faith in me, and they really showed the most love out of any other schools that really offered me and really talked to me.
Once I visited the college and I met a lot of teammates and things like that, I kind of fell in love with the atmosphere, and I still talk to the guys every day. Once I connected with them, it kind of made the decision very easily.
I think it ultimately is a testament and a showcase of the programs that we have here, not only at Destrehan, but at St. Charles, in St. Charles Parish, and what our coaches accomplish, and more importantly, what our student athletes accomplish, both on and off the field.
I've been playing varsity football since my freshman year. Coming in as a 14-year-old, it's kind of scary. But, Coach Boyne, Coach Scott, and Coach Tacker, they would help me and tell me things that I need to relax and all that. And, leaving Destrehan, I'm gonna be upset, leaving my family, my second family behind. It's just gonna be kind of hard to leave this team behind. We've been through a lot.
It's kind of sad, honestly, because I'm gonna be missing, it's been an eventful 4 years. I'm gonna miss some of the memories on the buses. I'm gonna miss some of the dinners with the team. I'm gonna miss a lot of my friends, honestly. But I'm excited to make new friends in college too.
Being in the position I'm in, and I'm also being the athletic trainer here, I've seen these kids before they got to Destrehan coming up through our middle school systems, the hard work, the effort they put in on the field, but more importantly, the people that they've become off the field, how they've interacted in our school community, with the middle school kids, with other kids on campus, and the culture that they've helped create here at Destrehan High School has been something that is, kind of like a proud dad moment type of thing, to see him finally, all the hard work and effort pay off for him.
Playing football for Destrehan High School is pretty tough. So you got to be coachable. You got to have a mentality of a different person, kind of. And you just got to be tough and work hard, so you can be a better person.
I would say set high goals. And if you're near that goal, keep pushing towards it. And find others with high goals and push them as much as you want to push yourself.
I think that the coaches that we have here established through all of those systems are some of the best in the state. The facilities that we have are some of the best in the state, and it gives them experiences that at the end of the day, if they're not fortunate enough to sign and play at the next level, which a lot of kids are not able to do, it gives them experiences that they'll never have ever again in their lives. It's something that you can never replace. It's something that you can never go back and do again. And it creates a very, a truly unique experience for them, and something that kind of lays the foundation as they improve as a human being and as a future athlete or future professional in whatever they do.
I would just like to give a few shout outs to Brady Muir, Walker Dew, Joseph Culver, Jace DeGree, Xander Christianberry, Trenton Mitchell, Jackson Knorr, for all of them that have helped me in the classroom and on the field, in the pool, and they helped me outside of school when I was at my lowest. They helped me find a place out.